It was a hot, humid, breezy, and mainly dry day this Thursday. I hope you're having a good evening. We hit 91 officially for the high. The record high for today's date, 98. That's safe. Our average high, 85. It was a very warm start this morning, 74. This was a warm, record low temperature for today's date, June 11th. The stats for everything. Our average low, 64. So it's going to be another very warm night tonight with morning lows only around 72, maybe for your Friday. So another warm night tonight. Make sure everybody has a way to keep cool and comfortable, even if it's a fan, but some way to circulate the air and keep a little bit more comfortable. Now, the temperatures rise quickly. It's going to be another hot and humid day for your Friday. 72 in the morning, 87 at noontime. The first half of our day is dry, but then the difference Friday, just like Thursday, though, we're 91. That's similar. The difference, thunderstorms. So another hot and humid day, 91 for the high, but scattered thunderstorms developing. Damaging winds, heavy rainfall possible between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Friday. We'll talk more about that in a moment. But because of that potential for some stronger storms late afternoon and early evening, including that could impact the afternoon commute coming home from work, we've added a 10 weather impact alert for the second half of Friday, and most notably 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., so afternoon into early evening. Thunderstorms developing. Again, the two main risks, damaged winds, heavy rainfall. Talk more about that in a moment. Saturday, though, that front moves through late Friday night, Saturday morning. Saturday, we get a break from the heat and a little bit lower humidity and mainly dry in the upper 80s. So Saturday's looking decent, but then more showers and thunderstorms redevelop Sunday with temperatures in the mid-80s. So that's another decent chance. The rain chances Sunday look to be higher. You'll see this on the 7-day coming up. The rain chances for Monday and Tuesday next week are much lower. So some adjustments in our 7-day forecast. That coming up for you in just a moment. Here's a check of our forecast highs for Friday. Similar to what we saw this Thursday, we're right back up near 90 degrees, if not lower 90s. Generally between 90 and 92 in the valley, with heat index values back in the mid to upper 90s tomorrow, what it feels like for your Friday. So it's going to be another hot and humid day prior to thunderstorms developing, but then those thunderstorms start to develop by mid to late afternoon, peak heating, again between 2 to 8 p.m., and we could see some damaging winds and heavy rainfall. Those are the two main potential impacts. What do you need to do? As always, have multiple ways to receive alerts and use caution driving on the roads. And these could develop pretty quickly over the valley, as we're going to see those developing quickly later in the afternoon. So we could see wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour, some damaging gusts possible. We've got that at a higher moderate impact. That's the main potential out of the storm moving in and developing. Localized heavy rainfall could lead to some localized flooding. No tornado threat really expected tomorrow. We could have some hail, up to quarter-size hail, a low impact for that. So mainly it's the potential damage in winds and heavy rain. Now we stay dry as expected tonight, and we are going to be talking about that potential for some damage in winds, again in excess of 60 miles per hour. There's the wind risk for much of our area with the flooding potential low, but some isolated localized areas of flooding possible as those storms develop. So here's our timeline. The first half of Friday is dry. Those storms start to blossom. Now our latest high-res models have backed off slightly on the potential coverage of showers and storms, but the impacts could still be there. Any one of these storms has the potential, because of some dynamics aloft and instability, heat and humidity beforehand, to be strong. So heads up. Again, it looks like especially for the valley and eastern areas, not as much on the plateau, but that's why they could quickly develop in the valley, because they're bypassing the plateau. There's a look at going from 3, 4, 5 p.m., 6 p.m., again, particularly Knoxville just south and east. These could be strong, some severe storms and heavy rainfall. Once we get past 8 p.m., most of the storm threat dies down, and then we'll see that front moving through with a little bit of heat relief for Saturday. A little bit drier, not as hot, not as humid Saturday, in between those next two systems. So there's a look at our Friday system moving in, scattered showers and thunderstorms blossoming in the afternoon. Saturday looks drier. The next cold front moving in, and once we get into our Sunday, and that's going to be bringing that chance for more scattered showers and thunderstorms as we get into our Sunday afternoon. And then that will also be bringing us eventually some cooler temperatures in the wake of that front as we go from Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And that's what we're looking at over the next 7 days. Matter of fact, by early next week, we're in the upper 70s to lower 80s with a little bit more of a drying trend.